What's going on, chat? Happy Wagon Wednesday, BTL episode 465 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you're not tracking on Bookit, what are you doing? Wake the fuck up. Start tracking your action on Bookit Sports. Figure it out. Goots, I appreciated that intro song. That's about how much money I lost on the Hurricanes last night. 3,500. Give or take. Gosh, man, just getting absolutely punched in the gut left and right. Destroyed by the books this week. Guys, I owe you a winner. Plain and simple. Moose shit bet. Moose shit bet on the Canes. I'm not even going to make excuses, okay? They had 100 opportunities to win that game. They blew it. They were not disciplined enough. They never had a chance. They didn't deserve it. The Rangers earned it. They did. And they defended their home floor great. They won the first two games of the series. The Canes are caked. They are in quail shit. It's over. The mini-mag is dead. Hanwha added fucking fuel to the fire. That was even worse. That play was moose shit. They lost 6-1. Just cake everywhere, left and right, wherever you look. Canes ML, take full blame here. As soon as I saw Trell steal the play and put it out for his first, multiple unit NHL play of the season, crazy coincidence, I knew he was fucking caked. Crazy that guy can still get my plays even though he's blocked. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're spinning that wheel today. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got to. Too much moose shit.
Hold the line, Krabs. Kane's still winning, Nick is saying. Sure, I bet. I've given up completely. Okay, if they pull off some crazy miracle, they pull it off, but I think they're dead. They're dead as a fucking doorknob stump. They're dead.
Forget how good they are at home, Krabs.
They're dead. I don't care. It's over. They have zero chance. I'm not even going to watch the games. All right? Moose shit sharp report from me once again. Jovan, not great as well. Just cake.
Yeah.
Cake.
GG's.
Cake over here, cake over there. It's everywhere. A-team, B-team. How do we do over there? Zibanejad somehow did not score, I believe, unless he assisted on that last play.
I think he did.
Oh, nice. Good. Perfect. Sweet.
I mean, it wouldn't matter.
Jazz Chisholm hit a nuke on his first bat. Probably didn't end up with 2 strikeouts there. Cake. Yeah, Fear Aiken, you're right. At least we drafted a quarterback of the future. There's some positive light there today.
That's
Fear Aiken, I appreciate it.
Positive light's been for a while.
I appreciate it, Fear Aikens, but I'll be honest with you, my man. That's the last thing I need to think about is the Commanders, and that would not make me happier. Even if we drafted a great QB. Just moose shit. Seriously, just absolute moose. Cedric Mullins didn't fucking score. Trevor Williams, absolute gem, best pitcher in MLB. Not even kidding. Not even a joke. He actually
is actually Cy Young.
I mean, it's unbelievable what he's doing up there on the bump. Another 5 scoreless innings against the O's. And you're probably asking yourself, why the fuck am I wearing this O's Hawaiian right now? You guys know why.
That's kind of crazy.
You know why. Instead of losing coins and just putting them on the sharp report, taking the O's and fading the Nats today, I figured I'd just wear the shirt. Because there's no way the Nats beat the O's again today, right? No chance. Maybe the shirt could do maybe something here, pull something off, a miracle. I don't know. But yeah, wearing the Nats World Series hat and the O's Hawaiian from the game last year could be the difference today for the Nationals.
Could be.
And we'll talk about that game plenty. I got a square in that game that I love. Igor had 1,000,000 saves. Igor was absolutely cracked out. Unbelievable performance. I know he gave up 3. Don't give a shit. The guy's never given up more than 3 goals in a playoff game in like 27 million years. He's unbelievable. Is this guy going to be the best goalie of our lifetime? I feel like he's turning into it. At least when the lights are the brightest, this guy shows up. He's insane.
Yeah, he's good in the Garden.
He's good in the Garden. We'll see how he is on the road. All right. Well, Eckler touchdown. Big Bubs is saying, bro, why are we talking about the fucking...
Eckler just banged.
Why are we talking about the fucking Commanders, man? Hate to break it to you, Krabs. Peepaw game is coming up. Yeah, here, guys. I got a lot of shit I got to do. And we're going to spin the goddamn wheel again here in a second. But tomorrow, kickball game. Live TikTok stream.
Kickball Thursdays.
We'll knock that one off. Okay. Yeah. And we got a lot of stuff we got to do. I got to go to the game with a fucking glove. We got to do a weekend stream coming up here. Stay posted, chat. Don't you worry. We will take care of those. I have them on a fucking note sheet staring at me right now every single day when I open up the PC. It's looking right at me, all these horrible punishments. So don't you worry. Man of the word. You don't got to worry about any of that shit. We will take care of it. We need some kickball lines. Yeah, we could set some prize pick squares, maybe. Maybe set some prize pick squares. Really looking forward to to asking one of my buddies to film me the whole time kicking a fucking rubber ball around the field. That'll make me feel good about what I do.
Yeah, I feel like it's tough to do by yourself. Like, what are you just gonna selfie it? You don't
Yeah,
have
I'm not
another
gonna do it by
option.
myself. I'll have my
Yeah.
buddy record me like I'm dude perfect out there on the field.
You're gonna have to.
I was on fire last game too, just kicking out of my fucking mind. Wish you guys could have seen it.
Krabs
Right?
over half strikeout could be.
See, striking out, that's when you hang them up. You head home.
If you strike out in
Hang 'em up, you head
kickball,
home.
you did not deserve to be.
I've
Daniel,
only
get
seen it
the
a handful
graphic
of
going.
times. I've only seen the strikeout a handful of times. I've never
How
seen
do
a
you
guy
strike out, bro?
out. I've never seen a
How?
guy strike out playing kickball. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I'd hope not, because that would be absolutely insane.
The Krabs Demon Home Run Square is going to be air. That I know. That'll be a freebie. Okay.
You guys play with a wall, or is it just
No
open
wall.
field?
It's
You
just
got to
like
inside the park it.
legitimately right next to the national anthem, or right next to the national monument. Jesus Christ. The fucking pencil in DC. There's like a big field all around it. It's honestly way bigger than people probably think. For some reason, they have fucking intramural sports going on right around the fucking pencil all the time. As soon as the weather's warm, it's honestly kind of sick because it's in the background right by the water. But yeah, no fences. It's just kick it and fucking get on your horse, literally.
Wow.
And they've had me play in center field recently. I look like Kevin Kiermaier out there tracking down kickballs. It's been fun. It has. Perez strikeouts, sure. Jose Perez, is that who we're talking about?
Wish.
Yeah, I fucking wish, man. We got 2 games active right now. Looks like the Mets game is delayed. Great, because I like the Mets in that spot. King of the board, W recap here, Goods. Keep us tapped in. Carolina ML, sure. Great fucking bet. I just don't even know what to say. We got Cola coming in. Add to the wheel. Bet every Nerfy on the slate. Cola, sure. We can add that. Fuck it.
Wow.
The over in Kansas City, Milwaukee was a pleasant surprise.
Shout
I
out
will say
Willie
that.
Adames. I tailed
Yeah,
that from
Willie
you.
Adames, top of the 9th, 2 outs, backs against the wall. Last up out of the game. He came through. He respected coins. He had a fucking nuke. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was
fire.
awesome.
That was fire.
Where
Race
GoPro,
session.
also OG BTL residential. Goots has to spin the wheel because the Orioles got shut out. Ooh.
You see, like I've said in the past, chat, I don't just agree to shit like Krabs does, so I don't have to spend shit.
Yeah, we need to get that in pen and paper here. Fat girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I need to
need
see a
contract.
Goots signature. I need to see a big cursive G and a couple O's and maybe even a Z at the ends.
Maybe.
I need to see some sort of signature. Okay. Yeah, Goots has enough on his plate running all this shit. He doesn't need to fucking get involved in the wheel right now. All right. If the O's lose today, Goots, maybe if the O's lose today, Goots will agree to it because that would be embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's
if
up
they
to
go
him.
back to back. They go
That's
back
up
to
to
back
him.
with a series. Something's got to be done.
You know, the way the O's looked yesterday, I don't know if I'd be walking into that agreement if I was young Gootsy. I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I plead the 5th.
Okay. You know what? Be saying sure. Excuse me. Okay, and my camera's moving around now. Why the fuck is it moving, dude? Stop moving. Goots, are you doing this to throw me off? That might have been Goots. Okay.
It's a strategy.
Let's lock the fuck in here. King of the board. We're done. Dinger Tuesday. Sure. Jovan, you hit 2. Great fucking work. Stevenson. Unbelievable call. Plus 470. Josh Naylor. Clutch home run. He came through. Josh Lowe. Nothing. Gunner. Useless. Hunter Renfro. The what? Brent Rooker. Where were you? You didn't do shit. Jovan, great fucking work on hitting 2 of those. You take that any day of the week. You kidding me?
Dude, that was electric. Take that every day of the week.
Yeah.
But I think
2 for 3 on Dinger Tuesdays.
first thing to take away, probably top thing, take away from the MLB slate yesterday, exactly what I talked about. When there's wind blowing out in that new little Guardian Stadium setup, it's a fucking wind tunnel because there were 75 runs in that game, and Naylor hit a Nukenheimer, and everybody was
Yes, he
hitting
did.
nukes. So that when the wind's blowing out,
Ooh.
this literally might be Coors Field. Literally might be Coors.
Yeah, that ball was hit into another dimension, folks.
That was like in on his hands too.
Could it be the
It's
new
not even like
course?
It might be the new Coors. It's literally
And there's been no
Category
runs at
5 hurricane.
course. There's been no runs at course this
that's-
year because
that's
their offense
The
is
Rockies'
so
offense
pitiful.
is so bad, literally so
Yep.
bad.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, whenever there's
Great read,
whenever there's
Devon.
wind blown out, in that stadium now, I'll be taking some overs. I'll be taking some nukes. Surely.
A. Holtz, he was clinching. He didn't know if that'd stay fair or foul. Turns out it did. We got a Stevenson nuke highlight here. Love that.
That was legacy.
Destroyed.
I mean, I did say, I mean, not that this was off Zach Gallen or anything, but the only fade or Reds backing in this game I had any interest in, I said that, was Stevenson. And what do you know? Zach Gallen masterclass, and one of the only two, I guess, extra base hits or home runs for them was Stevenson. So that was kind of electric. Gallen starting out electric, but kind of figured it was coming.
Yep. Austin Gauthier. Yeah, Fat Girls, people forget. My guy got called up to AAA 2 days ago. Unbelievable. Right after he talked to us, he went on fire, like we joked about on the podcast. I said, last time he came on here, my man had a little power surge, started hitting some nukes. I don't know if he was hitting nukes, but I checked the stats, I checked the data. He was crushing the ball after he got off the pods. He just got called up to AAA. People are saying he might get called up and get an opportunity this year to play in the majors. Can we clap it up for our guy, Austin Gauthier? Let's hope he fucking makes it all the way to the bigs. That is a big-time step for the kids. This kid wasn't drafted, signed out of Hofstra, small, not, physically, the biggest looking dude, right? But he's grinded his butt off. He was debatably the best offensive player in the minor leagues all last year in any fucking class. If you just check the fucking stats, he was an on-base machine. I'm rooting for him, man. He plays every position. He's got his mindset right. He's locked in. Kid was born to play baseball, and I hope he continues to, chase his dream. Very cool that we get to talk to him on the podcast. Let's hope he ends up in the Dodger blue soon. You never know what can happen, right? Not rooting for any injuries, but, if he keeps getting on base, doing his job, they could plug him right into the bottom of that lineup coming up here, and he gets on base for guys like Shohei, Mookie, Freddie coming up to drive him in. I feel like he could fit like a glove in the bottom of that lineup. We'll see. But big news from Austin Gauthier. Keep getting on base, my man. That's fucking sick. He plays everywhere. Right now, I think they have him playing shortstop, which is his natural position. He's a great defender, but he also plays outfield as well. So, and second base and third, I think he's played a minute as well. But yeah, he plays everywhere. He can be a utility if needed, but he's mainly an infielder. I think that spot is taken right now, unfortunately, with Mookie Betts.
Yeah,
but
kind of.
You need some depth. Who knows, right? Donation coming in, resubbing. Tigers guards over was air. Sure, Jovan. Great fucking call, man. The wind tunnel's real.
Wind tunnel's real. Thankfully, no wind tunnel going out today.
Yep. Gonna start calling him the White Mookie. Yeah, maybe keep that one to yourself, Fat Girls.
That's crazy.
Keep that one to yourself. He is a stud, though. He is a stud. Rooting for him. All right. Chat, what are you guys sweating out in these early games right now? Obviously, we got the Angels and the Pirates going right now. Let me know if we got any weatherman in chat. What's good with this Mets and Cardinals game? Looks like it's delayed right now. Don't love that, but I will be on the Mets on the ML. And we got a couple other games starting up here soon. I do think we have some housekeeping items first to go over. Mainly just me spinning the wheel and bitching and getting mad and maybe doing a steamed crabs here. Gates, you want to sneak those in real quick? Let's do steamed crabs first. I want to bitch about something real quick.
Sneak it.
Go ahead, Goots. Watching the Canes game after a little PLL sweats last night. And if you guys missed the draft, it was electric. Hope you guys tapped in last night to sweats. But watching this Canes game, Jovan, there's about a minute left. All of a sudden, oh, what's that? My broadcast gets turned off with a minute left in the fucking game to go to Dallas for the Stars warm-ups, for these two gumps to stand in front of me and fucking give their intros. I don't give a shit about them. Why the fuck is that happening during the last minute of game 2 of a playoff series? Are you fucking kidding me? I hope someone got fired for this shit. Deservingly so.
On a power play is crazy.
On a power play, while I'm drenched in sweats, my heart is beating through my chest, I have thousands of dollars on this game, and the fucking screen turns off out of nowhere and goes to Dallas for the intros. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? So terrible vibes right off the rip. Okay, and then I got to look at these two fucking bozos. That chick's taller than him. I'd take her on the ice over that guy. I'll tell you what, that dude doesn't know shit about hockey. I don't need to hear them fucking talk. And then they go back to the game. Sure, 30 seconds left. Nobody scored. Thank fucking God. One of the few power plays the Rangers had where they didn't score. We're not done yet, though, here, folks. We're not done. We get to overtime. The Canes are about to take a fucking fat rip here, looking like they might put the ball in the back of the net. Right here. Boop. And in the background, you see Canes win. graphic go around the banner. I don't know if you can see that. We'll go ahead and replay that one more time for you. But you see this gentleman right here in the middle take an absolute rip at the nets. Really good attempt. Puck kicks off right in the background. Canes win. I fucking bet they didn't win shit. I don't know if this is NHL preparing for some sort of rig shit. I don't know if this is just a mistake. How are these happening consecutively, back to back, fucking me over during this game? You can't make it up.
Yeah, so
you can't make it up.
Literally moose.
I just don't get it.
Literally
I don't
fake
get
banging.
it. Who is in charge? We got people with fucking blindfolds on in the back, clicking buttons, turning nozzles and shit. We got Helen Keller in the fucking back running the studio. What the fuck are we doing, guys? 2 fuck-ups in overtime and the last minute of a game. As soon as this shit was happening, I knew the Canes were caked. There was no chance they were coming through. That was the fakest of bangs. That was faker than one of you guys coming in chat saying a goal was scored. I mean, I saw the fucking graphic come up on the background. Canes win. Sure, there it is. They didn't fucking win anything. They are a joke. They are the least disciplined team I've seen in the playoffs. They could not convert a single time on their power plays. It looks like their fucking skates were tied together on power plays the whole fucking night. The stupidest mistakes over and over again. The stupidest penalties. And they still only lose by 1 in OT. What a joke. What a joke.
GG's.
You bring guys like Kuznetsov on the team, this is what you get. Complacent, lazy, not locked in, stupid mistakes, falling apart.
Oh, they might have needed him. He didn't play yesterday.
Yeah, maybe they should have played him.
It's a healthy
That could have been the
scratch.
problem.
Yeah.
That could have been the problem. God damn it, man. Fuck that game. And more importantly, fuck the broadcast. They botched that. They absolutely botched it.
Broadcast is moose.
Gerbil meat. Gerbil meat. Best part of the whole thing is that I went 4-0 in the other plays last night. So if I just did a fucking normal cards and understood the assignments, read the room, looked around a little bit and said, hey, you know what, Krabs? Every time you send a fucking Megalodon, it loses, and then all your straight bets for 1 unit smack, and they're the greatest plays on earth. Maybe if I actually read the room and fucking learned from my mistakes and just only bet 1 unit plays, or maybe even I start nuking my least favorite plays, because those end up always turning great every time. San Francisco first 5 -1/2 last night. I fucking hated that play's guts. That play stunk. I barely even got to the counter. Free 5-0.
People forget about
second favorite play. Barely even
sneak
smacked
lays too. The sneak lays.
Yeah, how about the fucking sneak PLL parlays?
plays.
Every single one smacked.
All of
Dodgers
them.
parlayed, smacked. Rays parlayed, smacked. What was the third one I paired it with?
Celtics
smacked. Free. I mean, I was hitting PLL draft parlays last night, and we can't get the Canes to fucking win a game. What more do I got to do? I got 4-0 in the other plays. The mini-mag loses. Nobody gives a shit. Just the most Krabs move of all time. Unbelievable. Yeah, get the fucking wheel up, Goots. We got baseball games to talk about. We got to spin. If we have a spot, also Goots. I like when you're up here for this.
Before wheel, just in case it takes a second. I do have a play that's starting up in a couple minutes.
Does it start up at 1?
Talk about it.
Go.
Under.
Go.
Yeah. Tigers under. 7.5.
Oh, Tigers under. Okay. What do you like about the Tigers under? Reese Olson, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I like Reese Olson. I like Tanner Bibby, but it's a lot different than yesterday. Wind's not blowing out, and you don't have Kenta Maeda or Logan Allen, who are barrel machines on the mound. So, like, freest over of all time yesterday, and we see it, I think, briefly open 8.5, mostly 8s, and then it's down to 7.5. I think this is an absolute stalemate. And usually, like in a game like yesterday, that's 1 million runs to 1 million. And like both the pitchers go like 2-3 innings, I'd be worried about the bullpens in the back end, but I'm not, because each of them had like 3-inning bridge guys. So the bullpen really didn't get taxed all that much like it usually would in a game like that. Guys that, I would hope would not see this game anyway. So bullpens are in pretty decent shape. I think Reese Olson deals just like he's been doing all season so far, coming off a really good start. Bibby is really in a good matchup too against the Tigers offense, who can only see big barrel machines and or lefties like we saw yesterday. So I think this game is boring. Super source under. And I never try to get cute. I would say smart way would probably be first 5, but never try to get cute with the Tigers, because every single time I think about taking it under or taking under, there's like a long stretch of runs or lack of runs. Where that comes, I don't know, but not getting cute. I think they're not seeing 8.
Do we have any updates on the Mets game real quick before we spin that goddamn wheel?
I don't think we do.
Due to forecasted inclement weather in St. Louis area, we do not anticipate today's game beginning at 12:15. We'll provide additional. See, go fuck yourself, Cardinals. Tell us something that actually has value, substance. That doesn't help me at all. Let's see what our guy Kevin Roth is saying. The one guy that I can trust in this economy.
Kevin Roth is the GOAT.
Yeah, let's see what he's saying about. Oh, he's got a headshot up there now, looking sharp. Good for him.
Wow.
Mets St. Louis, right? Nasty line of storms, moves in around first pitch, late start, seems like a lock. Another round of scattered storms a few hours after first pitch. Not great conditions, but they can at least give it a try. That sounds like cake.
Yeah. It's an early game, so
postponement is definitely on the table as well. I don't know if that benefits or hurts the Mets in this spot, but I do think the game goes under, and I did like the Mets, and I wanted to talk about them, but yeah, why don't we talk about it? Why don't we talk about the Mets here real quick? I like Quintana today, and I wanted to fade Gray with the Mets catching some steam, about 20 cents on the money line. I also like the way the Mets are moving and grooving right now. I think this Mets team is still slept on. They're still hovering around 500. Everyone's talking about the Nats right now because they got Abrams and they're pulling off these crazy wins. But I like the Mets' chances, honestly, better to continue on this trajectory of being around 500. I like the squad. I like their offense. They're pulling out wins without really playing at their best right now. But I like Quintana's matchup here against the Cardinals. I don't know if you saw their lineup today, but it's absolute moose shit.
No
No
Goldie.
Goldie. Yeah. A lot of guys are out. Their lineup looks
the worst
like
lineup I think I've ever seen.
Yep. Just like I said yesterday or maybe 2 days ago with the Phillies at home on the ML against Toronto with one of Toronto, I think Barrios on the bump, and everyone, all the sharps were on Toronto. I even wanted to get involved with Toronto, and I said, you know what? This is one of those games, baseball brain. The Phillies just fucking win, right? Baseball brain mode for this Cardinals series. The Cardinals are fucking dog shit. The Cardinals should never be bet on. The Cardinals should only be faded. If we faded the Cardinals every game for the last year and a half, we could legitimately think about retiring. They are absolute dog shit. They are terrible. Fade them. Baseball brain. Don't get cute. Don't try to back the Cardinals. Don't expect them to start surging until they make a managerial change. They are fucking moose shit. Keep them out of the slips. If anything, fade them. I like the Mets today. Plus 120.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't get cute with that one.
Okay.
I'm with it.
How much you loving that under in this Tigers game starting up in 8 minutes?
I like it a good bit. That's why I made sure that was emphasized before we started bullshitting on the wheel.
Okay. Well, I'm going to lock that in right now. Gray has been dealing, though. I know Gray's been dealing, but why is that money line coming down? Maybe it's because the lineup is so new shit? I don't know. If you feel weird about it, you can take the under, but I think the Mets offense might show up today a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you're fading Sonny Gray, with Quintana on the mound against that lineup, you're not fading him to give up 6. Like, you probably only need 3 or 4 from the Mets, if that's.
Yep.
Thoughts on your 4 geyser, Trent? What's your 4 geyser?
Yeah, can we pull that up while I lock in this bet real quick?
Goldie replacement will hit better than Goldie. Goldie has fantastic numbers against Quintana. So I know he's slumping right now, but having him against Quintana, I would love. Bobby. Okay. Trent Goats classic. C's K's for Jazz run. It could just be Jazz in LA for that series. That could be a donk. That could be a donkey right there.
Are you in on the Mets with me? Do you want to take a little sprinkle, or you let me have that one myself?
I'm not going to take it because I hate getting involved in rain delay games, especially when it's low total with 2 really good pitchers, or should be pitchers, looking at the total on the matchup. But yeah, I definitely would not take Cards.
Well, did you see that Sonny Gray fantasy score? Because it's fucking low as heck.
Let me see it.
It's low as heck. Maybe we can pull that puppy up if it's still up on the boards. Yeah, that's on my sharp report as well. So I wanted to get this to you guys before this game starts up. Sonny Gray, less than fantasy score. Now can I interest you in the Mets money line, Jovan?
You know, Krabs? Obviously, it's green. I think it's honestly high.
Dude.
Because usually, because the Mets, you get some, I don't know, you get some low scores against the Mets because they usually don't strike out. But I remember taking Sonny Gray. I think he was 36.5, maybe, against the White Sox. If that looks kind of high. For a Mets team, he doesn't really strike out much. I guess the White Sox don't strike out all that much either. But what's his K line at, Goots?
5.5, I think, or 4.5. Is what I saw earlier. 5.5.
5.5. I don't know. Just interesting. I mean, it's a low total game, so it's not like he has to be dog shit, but
Can we get Big Whale Balls a link to come up here and pitch a supply? Big Whale Balls. Why don't you come up and pitch a supply? I'm going to DM you the link. Okay? Why don't you come up and give us a winner for today? And then we can all either tail it, and then when it hits, not say shit, or when it loses, we can all bitch you and blame you. Is that cool? GG. That's what I fucking thought. Pipe down over there. I still want to take the Mets, but you're sketching me out, dude. Maybe I'll just ride with that under, and we'll go.
No, like I was saying, like, you don't need Sonny Gray to fucking blow up for the Mets to win this game. You can still pitch well. You can still throw a gem, really, if Quintana is nasty against this lineup. I don't think you're betting against Sonny Gray. You're betting against the Cardinals lineup at that point.
Yeah, but I also kind of wanted to bet against Sonny Gray. Full transparency. Not gonna lie.
Fair.
I kind of did want to fade him. He's been unbelievable this season. But again, baseball brain, that guy's been unbelievable for the last year and a half. What's going to change to that?
Yeah.
I do like the under of the game. I don't think he gets moosed. I'm just going to ride with that under for the day sweats.
Yeah.
I got minus 127.5. Did you get 7.5 as well?
I did get 7.5, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, chat, let's ride that for the day sweat. Starts up in 4 minutes here. All right, we're going to spin the wheel in a second. We're going to go over these early start games. We got a couple. That gets started right after BTL, which is fire, that we can sweat out during Surge. Okay, guys? But yeah, it looks like Detroit and Cleveland, the only game that starts up in the next hour or so. I just locked in that under 7.5, minus 120, tail for Jovan. I'm in that pup. All right, let's fucking cash one during the day today, can we? Please? Let's get a no fun under. Come on. Goots, did we get a chance to add bet every Nerfy on the slate? I'm assuming you already did because you got it.
We have Nerfy Yerfy entry on there.
Okay. Just leave that on there.
Yeah, but there's one we have to add. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3.
I know. I'm saying we don't need.
Yeah, we don't need to change
Nerfy
that.
on slate. We can just keep that the same.
Okay.
Yeah. My idea was craft up
a
NFL goat whale early NFL goat whale.
Early NFL goat whale. I do like that one with the. How about rookies only?
Yeah.
Are there enough rookies up there though? Like, should I take a peek?
There is. I promise. Okay. Yes.
All right. Gotta be. Let's do a rookies only early NFL goat whale.
All right.
Something else I want to keep in the bank. I don't know what to name it, but I want to have something land on there. And I wish we could make some of these things like little small slivers to make them harder to land on. But
I think we can. I need to look into it.
Doing something along the lines of getting everyone at Bookit to throw, whoever it lands on, whether it's me or Jovan, plays that we have to tail, whether it's prize picks or whether it's book plays, and just having it be just a moose shit day. You have to tail every single play that somebody gives you. Mikey Overs comes to you, says, take all these overs, no questions asked, you lock them in. Trent says, take this fucking play on the books, 5 units, you lock that shit in. Maybe not to scale, because then we're starting to fuck with our monies, but doing something along the lines of having a tail. Maybe yes man, we call it. You have to say yes to everything. Everyone at Bookit has to go pitch you fucking plays. Maybe that's what it's called.
Could be the difference.
Jim Carrey yes man type. That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe we use that next.
You know what I was thinking too, as I combed through the PP board this morning. You got to take, or me, if it lands on me, prize pick special. You got to take 2 overs, at least a 2-piece of them every time they come on the board.
Crowds might combust if you have to take that.
There's 4 of them on there today. A couple of them involve your favorite players, Krabs.
You want to do tail PP special more thans? Is that kind of the vibe you're trying to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any shitty ones on here that we can take out for any of these that we don't like?
I feel like chat, every time we put this up, chat bitches about the duck race. So maybe take that one out.
Duck race?
I feel like they're not fans. I see a negative comment about that every time we pop the wheel up.
I'm down to take that out because I don't want Duck Race is, picking our squad ride, to be completely frank.
I'll take
Why don't
it
we take that
out.
one out and put that one in Jovan was just talking about?
PP specials, Meg.
PP special more than. W Rookie, I appreciate you, Beast.
All right.
Yeah,
Are you both
fucking
spinning or
Duck
just
Races, man.
Krabs?
I think
we
it's
can
just
both
me
spin.
today. I think I'll just bite the bullet here. Jovan, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really think you did anything that bad. You swept king of the board. I know the sharp report wasn't great, but it was my play for squad rides.
Dingers too.
You went 2 for 3 on Dinger Tuesday. I feel like that might
Yeah, I
solidify.
feel like that
your
kind of
safety
washes.
here.
That kind of washes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
I'll
didn't
take
have
one for the team.
Dinger Tuesday. If I didn't have Dinger Tuesday, I'd probably be on the block.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take one for the team here. All right.
Ready, Krabs?
Gates, spin that shit, man. Spin that shit. Really don't want to do the one chip challenge. That's the one thing I hope it doesn't land on. Really
One
not in the
chip
mood to do that
challenge.
today and fuck my day up. No, dude.
Trent likes
Chill.
that.
Chill.
Goodness. All right.
God.
Nerfy
Thank
Yerfy
God.
entry.
Thank
cook.
God.
Oh, that was
Thank
so
God,
close.
dude.
Let's cook.
I'm really not in the mood to go out and try to make 10 free throws in a row today. I'll be completely frank. So that's huge. Because that might take a while. That might take a while.
Might take a minute.
Nerfy Yerfy entry, huh? Well, why don't we cut the shit and hop right in? We got an hour till the next game start up anyways. You guys know the drill. You know the plays. All right, I lean the Mets on the ML. If you want a plus chicken play, who knows when that game's going to start up. But if you want a straight bet for this early action, the early slate, Detroit, Cleveland, under 7.5. Looks like first pitch just tipped off. Okay. Krabs lost 5 years now. What? All right, let's get to work. Let's see what we can craft up here, Jovan. Let me get the prize picks board pulled up.
Here we go. We got some Nerfies on the board.
We got some Nerfies and Yerfies on the boards.
We do.
Okay. I'm logging in as we speak. I'm in there. Let's go to the Nerfy boards. Come on, fucking loads. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Jesus. Any of these catching your eye, Jovan? First look.
A little. I mean, that total was at 9, right? I guess we have 2 9/8.5 total ones up. Really weird. I think that the Reds Nerfy is up when the entire world is on that over today for whatever reason.
Yep. I also
a
like
9
that
total.
over. Great. That's cake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's betting on the Reds offense I don't love, but that Bradish Parker one with a 9 total down to 8, I think is pretty interesting too. I really don't like runs in that game. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that one.
Let's go one by one. I like those two thoughts. Let's go one by one. There's only 6 up on the board anyways.
I didn't even notice that either. I mean, granted, totals are getting lower in cores, but this is a cores Nerfy that's on the board.
It involves Peter Lambert.
Yeah, which he's sneakily been kind of good, but I can't remember the last time there's been a cores Nerfy on the board.
I mean, the total's at 9.5.
I know
When's the last time we
it's
saw
one of
a
the. I
sub-10
know that's what
total
I'm
in
saying.
cores?
Just because the Rockies' offense is so bad, but it's crazy to see.
Easy saying those are the only Nerfies up. All these are so sus. Well, let's use this to our advantage, AZ. Remember, when the books talk, we listen.
Majority of the time.
All right. When the book's giving handouts, you got to take one every once in a while. All right. When the book's giving you weird squares, you got to pay attention. Okay. A rare time when a handout's okay. Joe Ross and Brady Singer. Let's look at that game first. That game starts up in about an hour. Totals down from 9 to 8.5. Joe Ross, I believe, had a great start in his last start, and Brady Singer's been unbelievable, especially at home this year. I feel like that looks like a free Nerfy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I think I'd probably lean the Yerfy in that, but don't love it. What do you think?
Don't love it. Don't love it.
Okay.
I feel like that's the one I think I would like to avoid most out of everything.
I agree.
List.
I'm going to put it in there for now just because it's our lean, but I have a feeling that's not going to be staying in here. I'm with you.
Probably not.
Jordan Montgomery and Graham Ashcraft, like Jovan was saying. The total in this game at 9. Everybody's on the over. Big name J-Mont has low-key been no shit ever since I jinxed him and said he was very, very reliable. He's been getting crushed. Singer is 8-0 to the Nerfies this year. That's absurd. W stats. We might have to keep that Yurfie in there. But yeah, anyways, Jamont, Ashcraft, everyone's on the over in this game. I don't know if I'm loving one in here, but I'd probably go with the Nerfy. What do you think?
Yeah, would definitely lean there too.
Probably go Nerfy. Bradish and Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker's been really bad in the first inning his last 2 starts, and he's wiggled out of it, or at least with limited damage, Jovan. But it might be another sketchy start to his outing tonight at home against the O's, and then he kind of locks in for the last couple innings. Totals down from 9 to 8.5 in this game. I low-key like the under in this game. Again, just like yesterday. But does the Nerfy look a little too free with Kyle Bradish up on the bump, big name guy now with that sub-2 ERA, and with Mitchell Parker being the talk of the town with that 2.5 ERA? Maybe the Nerfy looks a little too free there.
I don't know that it does because it still involves the Orioles against the lefty. I think that's the big hurdle.
Okay. And I do like Mitchell Parker, his strikeouts today, and we're going to talk about that when we go over the Sharp Report. I do think he finds some success today. I think he smacks his Ks. Can we get a quick 4 leans for the early games I want to donate?
We'll go over that. We went through the couple already that are starting up
coins
the
on the Detroit Cleveland under. That's what you got to know right now, MM. All right, we have physical coins on that under. It's already begun, but if you want to get in live, we have the under 7.5 there, and I do lean with the Mets on the ML, but it's delayed. Okay, Chris Flexen and Aaron Savali could definitely lean into some of Jovan's intuition here with his Rays and Savali up on the bump. Chris Flexen is moose shits, but I feel like he's been okay recently. I think he's had some actual pretty solid starts of late, which is
last time out he threw 5 shutout in that series that the White Sox swept.
Yep.
And
there you go.
I think
now I don't think the White Sox score here in this game. I even thought about taking their team total under, Jovan.
Yeah.
But the Rays might luck here and put up a crooked number.
I think I like the over in this game, period. And I, of course, like more from the Rays than the White Sox. I'm sticking with the narrative that they're just going to beat the White Sox, the shit out of them every single game of the series. And yeah, baby.
Let's fucking go, Jovan.
Baby locked.
Sure.
Trent busted.
Yeah, that's huge. Baby, get going, my man. 3 Ks to get it started. Parker over 5.5 hits allowed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nats magic. I'm coming around to it. And I am wearing the Orioles shirt, so that might help, guys. WBB. It's only 1 inning, guys. Let's lock in. I think I already shouted out donation, but donation with the subby Tigers guards over was there. Sure. W donation. Appreciate that. Couple other Nerfies here. Flexen Savali. You said you like the over in the game. You said Flexen threw 5 shutout against Tampa in his last start. Total is still hovering at 8.5. I don't know if I have a lean on the over or the Nerfy or Yurfy here, Jovan.
I think the two Yurfies I like on the board would be Savali and this next one right up here.
Okay. Spaghetti and Rodon.
Yeah.
Jordan Hicks and Lambert as well. I feel like that's got to be a Nerfy.
I did some juice checks too on that one. -1. I know it's a low total. It's going to be that way more this year, but -120 to the under for a Nerfy and Coors is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Sign me up.
Especially like looking at the other ones, looking at all these other ones on the board, like the Reds one is -115, Nats one -115, White Sox, Rays, and Yankees game are both juiced to Yurfy pretty significantly. So Coors at -120 is crazy.
I'm so in. I'm sorry, my buddy just called me during my show. I told him to fuck off. He said, any bets? I said, I'm fucking live right now, dude. What are we doing?
Yeah, he ain't locked, man.
He's not locked, no. Chris Flexen and Savali, what do you think? Yurfy or Nerfy? Put your foot down. We're probably not even going to put it in there anyways, but put your foot down.
Yurfy. Rays running the first.
You like this Yurfy as well? Spaghetti and Rodon?
Yes. Astros runs in the first.
And then that Nerfy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it starts out with a Yurfy, Joe Ross, Brady Singer, Jordan Montgomery, Graham Ashcraft, Nerfy, Bradish, Parker, Nerfy, Flexen Savali, Yurfy. We're getting a run there. Spaghetti and Rodon, Yurfy. And then the disgusting Colorado Nerfy. Now let's cut this puppy down.
So
we don't need to
gross.
make it a 6-piece.
Yeah, how many legs are we doing?
Doesn't matter. I think we just pick our favorites and try to smack one here.
Sure.
You know, the Brady Singer being perfect to the Nerfies this year definitely stuck with me from chat. I do want to say that. It without a doubt stuck with me. Now, if you don't love it, we can keep it out. But I wouldn't mind taking that Yerfie. I just hate how they had a bunch of runs late in that game last night from that Adamas nuke.
Yeah. I mean, it did. I mean, that was a game we liked the over. I think a lot of people like the over. And it started awfully slow. It's like I wouldn't tell you no. That's just definitely not one of my favorites. I'll say that. But if you want to put your foot down, I ain't gonna say no.
No foot is being put down there. Jaymont and Ashcraft Nerfy, I feel like is disgusting.
Sneakily.
We're definitely keeping the last one in there, the Hicks and Lambert Nerfy in course.
Yeah, I feel like a Coors Nerfy we really can't take out. It's just non-negotiable.
That we know. We got a Tigers Nerfy bang. Let's fucking go, chat. I wish we did this a couple minutes ago. We could have put that shit in there. Let's fucking go. Come on. Okay.
For what it's worth,
I want to go. What do you got?
I don't know. I was looking to make sure before I said it surely, but Ashcraft, whenever he's pitched early in games in Great American Ballpark, has been fucking terrible.
He doesn't like pitching in day games, huh?
Well, not day games. I was talking about like early in the game, like first second inning. He gets boost every time,
and then he settles in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with that Nerfy. I think we go Bradish, Mitchell Parker, Nerfy.
Okay.
I think we go Flexen, Savali, Yerfy. And I think we go Hicks and Lambert, Nerfy.
3-piece.
Mm-hmm.
Right held. I'm in.
Bradish, Parker, less than. Flexen, Savali, more than. And Hicks and Lambert, less than. A little Yerfy Sammy.
Yerfy Sammy.
I'm in. I just locked it in. All right, chat, there's your 3-piece. Let's hop in. Let's talk about some plays for today. We got plenty. All right, so let's tap in. Sharp report. Mets ML. Already talked about it a little bit. Still like it. I know the game's getting delayed. Who knows when it's going to start up, but I wanted to fade Sonny Gray, who's been unbelievable this season, and I wanted to fade the Cardinals moose shit lineup that they rolled out for today. I like this Mets team, even on the road. I like Quintana's matchup here. I think he shoves, looking at all his stuff for today. I like the Mets at plus chick. They got steamed down 15 cents and for a good reason. All right. Jovan, take me to that under, I guess, in Cleveland, Detroit. That's going on right now. So let's just talk about Minnesota on the
Twins.
What do you like about the Twins?
Well, I mean, first of all, very interesting, I think, full line flip now. Or it's at a pick 'em, I guess, now with George Kirby on the bump, which I thought was pretty interesting, the way that he's pitched all season, but especially as of late. But I do like the Twins matchup because even they strike out a shit ton. That's not really a secret, but when guys fill up the zone, they have power lefties who, if guys struggle a little bit against lefties, where if you're going to beat George Kirby or hit him up a little bit, you're going to have to do it with lefties. There are guys that can pull with power. So, like, I think even in a lower scoring game, because I certainly think this is going to be one too, I think they're going to get a big bang or two off of George Kirby. And then on the other side, like Chris Paddock has been shaky at times. He's pitched a little better. I guess last couple of starts, he was really good last time out. I think he really has a good matchup against this Mariners lineup, who also strikes out a shit ton. So when Paddock is getting whiffs, that's when he's at his best. Also helps that in that crazy game yesterday, the Mariners bullpen got absolutely obliterated. And late in games in a lower scoring game, which I think this one is going to be, that's a pretty big deal. So I want to lean into that. Also, I mean, crazy win. I don't know if you saw the Big Country pinch hit grand slam, but love to fade teams coming off of miraculous wins, especially when their bullpen is in shambles after doing it. So give me a Twins win. It'll be sweaty.
Okay, Twins win. I'm in. I sent you guys a link for that Nerfy prize picks in our group chat. It wouldn't let me log into the StreamYard to post a link myself. So if one of you guys can throw that in the chat, that'd be huge for the Nerfy prize picks entry. Okay. There it is. W's. If you guys want to tail it, here's your link. No excuses. There it is. Boom. All right. Lock the fuck in. A little Nerfy 3-piece for today. All right. We're changing it up a little bit. Speaking of that public over that everyone loves that Jovan hates, God damn it. Let me take you to Cincy. Arizona and Cincy over 9 here. I think Ashcraft is moose shit. I think J Montz has looked like moose shit recently too. And I think the Reds on this little losing streak, the bats show up today with that total at 9. And I think Arizona against Ashcraft should have no problem manufacturing some runs. It's now or never for guys like Corbin Carroll. Wake the fuck up, get going. What are you doing? You look like a bozo out there. It's embarrassing to watch, to be honest with you. But coming off of 2 straight wins where their offense finally showed up in those games, they put up 11 against San Diego, 6 against Cincy in the first game. I think Arizona carries their weight today. And I'm expecting the Reds to show up for the first time in 2 weeks offensively today. Conditions look good. Obviously, Great American Small Park is a huge plus for an over. I like runs in Cincy today. I hate that you're saying everybody's on it, though. That scares me.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not that I hate it from like a betting perspective necessarily. I guess that's more biased, like second team fan talking. Because if I'm going to back this Reds team for the first time in, I guess, a week or 2 now that I've actually gone to the counter with it, it's not going to be against the lefty, which that's been their problem all season, and they're slumping horrendously right now, and that hasn't really been against many lefties either. So I am overly pessimistic. But if they're going to break out, it's going to come in like a big way. So like if I think you reach for the sky if you're backing the Reds, because they're either going to score 1 run or they're going to score 10. So can't get mad at you for that. And Ashcraft has been dog meat in Great American Ballpark, struggles there. So it's not like I can get mad at it. I think it's the play.
Chase, go back into retirement, brother. Go and hang him up. Unbelievable, bro. I can't believe they fucking blew that game last night, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Stars, Texas fans, and Moose overall last night. Strikes was huge in Cleveland. Love that.
Good.
Love
that. Might have been Jovan's angle there. Did you know the ump?
I started telling myself probably like a little bit last week because the umps have been terrible. So I mean, I've had some overs where I've watched the games and just been like, God, this is actually like changing the game for these pitchers, and I need to start looking into it a little more.
Yeah, honestly, we should look into that because you see a lot of these local broadcasts now. They'll have like the umpire report in the beginning of the game. They'll show the guy. They'll be like, this dude sucks. They'll show his meter. They'll be like, this guy calls the worst pitches ever, but he still has a job because they have a union. It's actually fucking absurd. You're telling me the MLB that has infinity money. I don't want to hear it. I know it's on NFL level, but they have infinity money. You're telling me MLB can't wipe the slate clean and either bring in fucking robot umps, it's 2024, grow up, figure it out, or get some umpires who are maybe not qualified for AARP yet. Maybe get some umpires who have vision that actually works. It's a running joke, honestly, at this point, having geezers, the same guys, year in and year out, expecting their vision to be good or expecting them to get better at their jobs or at least not get worse. These guys are 70 years old.
Well, you know what it is, Krabs?
See shit.
It's one of my I have a friend from high school whose dad is an ump, and he always talked about like it's in like their union or whatever that it's really hard for them to fire umps unless there's like a cause for like something happens, like an incident or something, and none of them want to leave because they're making good fucking money. Like umps get paid. Like,
I mean, I don't
they make like 200K a year.
Yeah, $250K a year, and they only work 9 months out of the year. I'm hip. It's not their fault. If I was them, I'd probably be milking it too. Fuck it. All you got to do is show up in a full uni, and you get to the best view in the house watching a game. You're umpiring it. Sure. It's not them I'm mad at. It's baseball for being so fucking naive and soft and letting it ruin the game because these geezers have a fucking union. Who gives a shit? Get rid of them. You have infinity money. Pay them off to fuck off and make your sport a better product. Let's get some 30-year-olds in there who have eyeballs that work.
That union, the negotiations under like the new CBA, they deserve gold jackets for that. Because like they can't fire them without, I forget the exact terms, but if they fire like a group of umps, they have to increase pay for like all of the umps.
Oh, I'm sure.
They like tenured umps that I guess stay get like 50% more. It's crazy terms. So like that's,
But
I don't know why the MLB would agree to that in the first place, but
how did
whoever
they have so
negotiated
much
that gold
leverage?
jacket.
How did they get so much leverage? Is MLB so fucking lazy, or they're just like, yeah, fuck it, we don't want to go out and look for new umpires. We'll just give you guys whatever you want. Sure.
From what
Are they that
I know,
lazy?
from what I know and what I've heard, they basically just went to them with those terms, and they were just at a shortage of umpires and just said yes because they didn't give a shit.
It's crazy. They suck. They suck at their jobs. Unbelievable. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Yeah, we got an Infinity Steam Krabs today. That's what happens when a mini Meg loses last night. All right. Let me take you to Boston. You had the Red Sox last night. Talk about a ball tickle. +1.5, right? I believe that was yesterday. Blew it late. Can't make it up. Yeah, let's spite fade them today. Chris Sale's on the bump. The total is down to 8.5 from 9, right? In Atlanta, Hitters Park. Great sign there already. I mean, seeing Chris Sale -200 against Nick Pivetta, is there a mistake here? Is it the same guys, umpiring who are making these fucking lines today? Are they blind? Chris Sale -200 against Nicky P, who's been the best pitcher in baseball this season? Come on. That's absurd. I know it's the Braves. I know they're home. I know the Red Sox are moose shit, but the Red Sox get line respect. At least they do at home. Not today on the road, that's for sure. +170 for Nick Pavetta's .82 ERA. And the Red Sox, who were 2 games over 500, overperforming, I fucking bet. Chris Sale's about to have the game of his life, Jovan, against his former team, if I may add. Little revenge start here. They didn't want Chris Sale anymore. They were done dealing with him. Chris Sale is going to come in there today and absolutely shove. That's a ridiculous money line. -200 for the Braves. If I was putting together a Fugazi 5 or a parlay piece, cough, cough, Trent, that's probably a play that I'd be putting in there.
Yeah,
Atlanta ML.
Tell him twice. I guess they've been moose, so maybe you do, but it's still the Braves, so he's probably not holding up too much of a fight. But I'm surprised you didn't put the Braves into it until like the game with Pivetta coming back from an injury.
Well, I wanted to fade Boston's offense here in this spot, and I like that total moving down to 8.5. I feel like we're always seeing high totals in Atlanta for no reason. Not for no reason. Their offense is elite, but recently they've been cooled off. Just seeing that money line tells me Boston's not going to score runs at all today. And I wouldn't be shocked if this game, with this is probably one of the core games, if not the coolest game on TV tonight or just going on tonight. Wouldn't be shocked if it sneaks under. Honestly, I'm banking on it sneaking under. I just don't think the Red Sox are showing up today against Chris Sale.
Yeah, I do like a good bit of unders today, especially after yesterday. Juice balls were out, conditions were out. Rare on Tuesday.
It might be. I'm getting close to getting to the point where I can say that the good baseballs are back or something, because we've definitely seen night and day. These games look different. The baseballs are flying like no other. It's like night and day from a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
compared to this
I did see yesterday too. I think Ballpark Pal tweeted like I don't know how the fucking pressure and all that shit works, but like across the league, crazy conditions and not even considering like wind. So I don't know how that looks today, but maybe it's a little different. Hope it's different because I like some unders, but yeah, maybe it's a combination of a couple things.
You want to take us to the ice? I want to hear this sell job.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this one, right? It's the fact that the Oilers, this is, I mean, probably 70% of line play, 30% actual hockey. Because again, this is the most lopsided game in the second round, or lopsided series in the second round. Not just the odds telling you that, but common knowledge would tell you that. The Oilers, offensive juggernaut, the Vancouver Canucks, everybody talked about this the entire first half or first round of the series, first round series against the Preds. People don't like him because Thatcher Demko, arguably best goalie in the league in the regular season, not playing for this team right now, probably not going to be back until later in the series, assuming they get there. And they just don't throw a puck on net, which is a lot of the reason I was backing them in that Pred series, is because they didn't have to play that way. Their defensive structure is so sound, so fundamental. Everything about it is structured immaculately. So they're focused on defending well against the Preds, and they didn't really have to throw pucks on the net. So same kind of applies here. People think it's such a step up in offensive prowess with the Oilers coming into town. It's really not. They're a high-flying offense. McDavid and Draisaitl is great, but if you look at, I saw a tweet, the stats from the All-Star break of the NHL to the end of the regular season, The Predators were a better offense in every single area than the Oilers are. Now, is it the same challenge defending Connor McDavid? Is it the same challenge defending Leon Draisaitl, Evander Kane, whoever else you want to put up there? No. But let's not act like, looking at the numbers, it's this massive step up. So, being that they're massive favorites in the series, they're almost touching minus 300. The fact that they are not nearing, I don't know, minus 170 in this first game is crazy. I thought that the Canucks going into Nashville first game after Demko got ruled out in game 3 and we took him and it was almost a pick 'em, I thought that was the craziest line I think I'd seen in hockey. This one might trump it. So I have no choice but to be on it. And I'm leaning on the Canucks defense. Obviously, are they going to have to run with them? Yes, but I think they can take advantage offensively of some shoddy goaltending, especially for the Canucks. They live off of scoring off of very few chances. Are they going to have more against the Oilers defense? Yeah, sure. Are they going to have a little better of a goaltending situation to take advantage of with Skinner on the other side? Yes. So even if the opportunities are few and far in between for the Canucks, they're the perfect team to take advantage of that. And I do think they sneak one at home in this series. And looking at the line, I have no choice but to get involved here now, because if you want to talk about being on an island with a play that everybody thinks is free, if the Panthers were that in game 1, the Oilers look like, I would say, the freest play of the NHL playoffs, maybe of the season. So, again, no choice but to get involved.
Yeah, I'm in. Give me the Nucks. I got a weird feeling in my nads about the Nucks this season, this postseason. Nobody wants them. Everyone thinks they're moose shit. They don't belong. They got no chance against Edmonton, right? Edmonton could score the lights out. People in chat are saying 10-1. I fucking bet. This is playoff hockey, though. We saw what happened with the Bruins the other nights. We'll ignore the Canes from last night. That series is moose shit. Doesn't count. But overall, I mean, we've had great reads on the ice. And I like Vancouver tonight as well. Plus chicken. We're seeing, I don't know, 5-10 cents this team for Edmonton. Not really surprised. Looking at the bets.
Concerned if there wasn't. I would be
looking at the bets.
I would be hitting the red button. You'd get a Meg graphic from me of my own if that stayed exactly where it was. So I'm not. If it
stayed, they'd be cool with being overexposed on that side.
If they nuking Vancouver. If they opened where they are now, I would still be doing the same thing. Still would be saying the same thing. So it's really crazy that it's even here. So yeah, I'll be on the Nucks tonight, even if I'm on an island.
Guardians have Platt. What do they got, Goots? What are we working with here? Let me minimize the comments. We got an out. Still 0-0, 1 out. Man on first. Is that it?
Guy on first with 1 out. We're calling that Platt.
Oh my fucking God. Pipe down. Come on. What happened to the chat I knew and loved? They would never bitch about somebody being on base, one guy. Although, does it look like on that graph that there's 3 guys?
Oh, there's Platt.
Okay, there's bases loaded. God,
there's
damn
Platt here, not Platt. Here.
Oh, it's just
what's up with the Platt and no Platt? Why are there Platts over here and no Platts over there?
Yeah, why are we? What is the deal with the MLB site?
L Platt.
Should have known. I don't know why I thought chat would be wrong. They're always fucking dialed. And ball 4. Is that a run?
Is that a run or was that to load the bases? Or a K from chat? What?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What is going on?
It's super behind.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bases loaded, 1 out after the strikeout, maybe, chat's saying. Okay. Olsen K, sure. Good. Come on, Olsen.
Yeah.
Show some fucking hearts.
Show
some fucking hearts. And 2 out. Guardians back. Okay.
GG.
Fuck this game, dude. Get it off the screen. We're done. Get it off the screen. We're not talking about the rest of the day.
Can't even keep up with it.
This game doesn't exist. Don't bring it up again, chat. Goods, just let it splooge. No more. Prize Pick Squares. Sonny Gray, I don't even know if he's still up on the board. I know that game's delayed, but it's probably off. Did fade him. I do think he gets moosed up a little bit today, but the game's not going to soar. That one's going to be sweaty. That was mainly just a chart fade. Let's talk about Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker, this is how his start's going to go. First inning, he's going to walk 2 guys. He's going to probably get a lucky fucking out, maybe like a line drive to the outfield, get blessed, great play by one of the defenders. And then he's going to strike out 2 guys in the first inning. He's going to get plenty of Ks today against the O's. We saw Trevor Williams yesterday get 8 strikeouts, maybe 7, I forget. Plenty against the O's, who just did not look locked in one bit. I think we see much of the same from Mitchell Parker, the Magic Man. Houdini, if you will. Now you see him, now you don't. This guy is a magician. He is unbelievable. He's got a great fucking curveball and a pretty solid fastball that he's been locating great high in the zone so far this year. He just comes out to these shaky starts But once he settles in, I mean, the guy's been damn near unhittable this year. He's got a 2.5 ERA. The O's bats looked very strikeout prone yesterday. I think they will be once again today against a lefty. You think maybe they'll make some changes to the lineup today with a lefty on the bump? That's probably more of a question for Goots. And I'm hoping there'll be some more, right-handed guys who are more strikeout prone going against Mitchell Parker, so they don't have left on left. Maybe they'll take out guys like, would Gunnar even play today against a lefty? Probably.
Yeah, he'll play.
Plays every
Yes,
day,
he will.
Kind of nuking
He
lefties.
plays every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind this angle. I mean, Santander's honestly a free K every game.
Facts.
O'Hearn too, if he plays. He probably won't against the lefty though. Probably James
Probably
McCann. James McCann's a possibility at DH. He'll strike out. There's two right there. Yeah, I don't mind this. I mean, it's not like they don't strike out at all. So
they do. Chat saying the O's first couple hitters are all batting 300 against lefties. Good. They'll be swinging.
Yeah,
They'll be
they're
ready
we're,
to
moving.
attack.
we're hitting lefties very well this year.
We don't want them to walk.
No, we
We
don't.
want them swinging. We want Mitchell Parker making a miss. I like this kid's strikeouts. I think the league, odds makers have not gotten hit to this kid. He's going to use that strikeout to his advantage and get out of some serious jams, especially early on in this game against the O's. I've already seen it.
Yeah, and
You know what?
Gunnar loves to swing first pitch, so you're probably going to start the game with an 0-1 count. So.
And that could be good, though, because Mitchell Parker, low-key moose shit in the first, he may be effectively wild early on. And maybe the O's reach a little bit. Maybe they're ultra-aggressive against lefties because they've been mashing them so much. Maybe they're a little excited to go up against Mitchell Parker after getting shut out yesterday. Maybe they come in a little stressed and they are a little forced up the plates, and that ends up in some strikeouts. I could see it.
Yeah.
Right?
Those much 1.5, 5 you make.
And this kid's also good. Like, nobody knows who he is. W. Goots, POD, as always. Sure. Wouldn't expect anything less. Nobody's hip to this kid. Nobody's watched him pitch a single pitch in chat. Not a single guy has seen this guy pitch a single pitch. Nobody knows anything about him, except for me. He's been unbelievable. He looks like fucking Gio Gonzalez in his prime right now. Effectively wild,
crazy ball.
making pitches when he needs. Check the data, check the stats.
I know. I wasn't disagreeing. I was
2.5
saying didn't expect to hear the name
comp.
Gio G tonight.
But you know what? It fits like a glove because the way he pitches, and he's a lefty too. He's effectively wild. He's been using that fastball at the top of the zone. And I also want this on record. Trevor Williams, after his shutout yesterday against the O's, went on MLB Network, talked about his successes. You know what the first thing he mentions?
Don't tell me it's
that
the high
fucking interview?
fastball.
It's Sean Doolittle and that goddamn high fastball. It's been working all year.
damn.
Look at the Nats rotation. Look at their ERA. They're unbelievable this year. It's not because Jim Hickey's doing any changes or making it. That guy hasn't changed a single thing about his life in the last 40 years. He's happy to just still fucking be here. He can barely walk out to the mount. It's not Jim Hickey, the pitching coach. It's Sean Doolittle. He has changed the way these pitchers think and approach these at-bats, and it has all these hitters on their heels. I fucking love it. Mitchell Parker, he's getting
You know
six.
who I don't think he's going to have on the seals tonight? Ryan Mountcastle.
Oh. You think
In
Mountcastle
fantasy.
deals today?
I think he sends one over that big ass wall today.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But other than that, you know what one of the reasons why I was pretty sketch on the Nats yesterday, or on the Orioles, I guess it was, outside of Trevor Williams, was because they had a million of those run squares up. Pretty much anybody on the lineup you could take for any single square. It's not like that today. And it's like the pretty obvious bounce back spot for them, I guess. And they're hiding some of those squares that are in bettable range, same price they were yesterday when nothing hit. So they might be hitting today. I think Mountcastle's hitting, but doesn't really have to come at the expense of K's.
Well, all I got to do is lock in a square, and he's not doing shit. Just let me know.
Fair.
Let me know. All right, Olsen's keeping the boys alive. Looks like they got out of that inning with limited damage, 2 runs. Okay,
Love that.
good. Jovan, tell me about Rodon. Tell me about DeLuca, will you?
I think Rodon gets blown up today against the Astros. And we've been kind of trying to target it for a while. Like, I guess he got it against the Orioles, but the Orioles are a team that everybody kind of knows. I think they're expecting that a little bit in Baltimore. A really good team against lefties, just like we talked about today. The Astros, as inconsistent, we're just consistently mid or bad, as you can say they've been as an offense, hasn't been against lefties. They're still top 10 against lefties. They hit the ball well against lefties. They don't strike out against lefties. They're patient against lefties. And Rodon, I think he is liable to give up turkey after turkey today. So I like runs in this game, period. But I think Rodon especially is a solid fade candidate. Again, it's hard to trust the Astros lineup, but in this matchup specifically, they're facing a lefty who I think not only because he is a lefty, but because of everything that he's going to throw, matches up really poorly with a lot of that Astros lineup. So I think we get runs on both sides. It's really weird fading Spaghetti too, because he's actually sneakily a lot better than people realize coming up, myself included. I think he has a little bit of trouble with the Yankees today too, but I think Rodon is the guy that I really want to fade today in the game that I think is going to have some runs. So give me that less then.
Okay. Yeah, if there weren't a million runs in that game yesterday, I'd probably be on this over today, but I'll sit that one out. It is the Yankees. It is on TV, I believe. It is Yankees Astros. People are going to be fucking sprinting out of work today to get to the Bronx and get their over tickets in on the way. So for that reason, I'll be sitting it out, but I do like the over for 10 different reasons. I'm with you, and I like that fade on Rodon. Okay. DeLuca, tell me about your guy on the Rays real quick.
Goats. And I don't know if the square is going to stay up for a while.
He doesn't even have
Trent.
a fucking PFP, bro.
Fantasy super goat. Add him to Trent's lineup.
Doesn't even have a PFP.
Very, yeah. This is like I don't know, he's like plus 100 for this, which I usually don't love taking for guys like this, but he's usually a massive plus money guy. So like it's never really in bettable range. He's usually like a 0.5 total base guy. So like hit run RBIs, I would love to take that for guys that are usually not able to be listed because they're so juiced. I don't know, to the under. Not today. He's going up against Chris Flexen. The biggest reason why I've been so in on the Rays for the last week, yes, they're playing the White Sox. They dismantled a really good pitching staff in the Mets for a majority of that series too. But bottom of the lineup, led by DeLuca, led by Ben Rortved, Jose Caballero's down there too. It's a lot different than the constant 7, 8, 9 potholes of Jose Siri, Curtis Mead, and Renee Pinto, which literally wanted to jump off a bridge in GTA when I saw those guys come up at the bottom of the lineup. But now the bottom lineup's competent, and they're in what I think is a really good run scoring spot against Chris Flexen. It helps that he'll be down there too, potentially to be driven in by the top of the lineup. I really like the match for Yandy today. God forbid we get to Randy, who is looking a lot better recently. 3 home runs in the past week. People sleep. Absolute Nukenheimer yesterday. But I think the Rays destroyed Chris Flexen, which, again, a lot of the reason why they did absolutely nothing in that first matchup was because Randy couldn't see a ball to save his life at that point. Now he's seeing the ball better, and the bottom of the lineup looked like Helen Keller at the plate. So now I think they sweep the series. I think you get a good start from Savali too, not related to the square, but I love taking Johnny DeLuca really anytime he's up on the board right now because he is seeing the ball well. Goats. Who they got back in the Glasnow trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Better be fucking good then. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's been fantastic.
Awesome.
So let's hope
All right.
they're wearing the City Connects again. Still
I was gonna say that's not
still holding on to
enough.
the streak.
Yeah, I don't talking about it enough. They haven't lost a game since they brought out those City Connects, right?
Yeah, and they're gonna keep wearing them until they lose. So hopefully, 5 in a row. So hopefully that doesn't come today. I don't think it does.
That is a confidence narrative I could back. I could get behind that a little bit.
I just think
the Krabs type angle, but I do like it. They're confident. They're feeling good right now. They're on a little streak.
Yeah, the vibes are up. That's what I talked about. Like, and I think it was the first game of that Mets series when they had the Randy standing O, which was hilarious. And yeah, they had to move DeLuca to clear the way for Austin Gauthier, of course. They gave Randy a standing O. He looks so much more confident at the plate. He's taking walks. He's hitting nukes now. Like, they brought guys up. Josh Lowe, big locker room guy. Johnny DeLuca, like everybody in the clubhouse loves. Sneakily, everybody hates Curtis Mead and Renee Pinto because they're just in there doing nothing. But
what do you got? The fucking locker room bugged?
I got a little insider there. But yeah, like the vibes are up in the clubhouse right now. They're feeling good. All it takes is Savali's probably going to give up a Turk today, like a 2-run Turk to Eloy. But other than that, I think he has a pretty good start. If they can avoid that, they're going to win this game by a lot. Again,
we got a Vladdy nuke, ladies and gents.
Wow, Vladenheimer.
Is that a 2-run Vladdy nuke? I didn't have the nuts to take him today.
Single.
Okay.
RBI single. We take those though.
I woke up with shriveled nuts after the Canes game, man. I didn't have the fucking cojones to lock that in. Blue Jays with plus chicken.
So rat pissed, dude.
Was Vladdy in backyard today?
Wasn't looking for him, to be honest.
Trent, good comeback from the ads last night. I know that's huge for you. You got 30 units
Holy fuck,
on their
dude.
series. Dude,
Sorry about
No.
that, nah, man.
Meats.
Don't. I lost $500 on that last night. Just don't, please.
Tough,
can't.
dude.
I can't. I got absolutely dicked down last night. Dicked. I don't like
Sure.
getting dicked down.
Did you break even with the straight bet whalers?
No, I didn't fucking break even because you know I had sneak units on the Canes. And then Hanwha was just icing on the fucking cake, literally.
Yeah, that definitely didn't help.
You know, I went 4-0 and the other straight bet's 1 unit, of course. That happens every single time I take a 5-unit mag and it loses. So that definitely cut the damage. Dead Layer Bird, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that Rangers fan right now. Can't do it. Gosh, man. You know, it did help. It got back more than half the units there. And then I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and take a trip over to the KBF. Hanwha. Hyujin Ryu pitching up on the bump. He looked great in his last start, going against Barnes. The old fossil has been out there for years. He's been getting mocked. He threw the fucking game of his life, the game of his career last night or this morning.
Dude, you know the
Shit.
difference was Krabs. The night was really chalked when that burrito showed up, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that burrito, man.
At least-
if it was still sitting here, I'm looking at the Chipotle napkins it was on top of. I was about to launch that fucking thing. Good thing it's gone.
At least
It
you
was
didn't.
all the burrito.
At least you didn't fade your favorite team and then bet on your two favorite teams and lose every bet.
Yeah, but you did that on purpose for the team.
No, not him. Not
No,
him.
that was Bookit with Primer.
Talking about Rob.
Okay, Primer. Shit. People forget Primer came on here yesterday in chat and said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm changing the narrative. 12 hours out of retirement. Feeling fresh, feeling ready. Locked in, right? Changing some things up on the system. He faded his squad. What do? They put up 11 runs by the second inning. That is cake.
That was pissed.
That's unbelievable. Shit, Primer. He did cancel out, though. He had the over in that game, so we'll give him some credit. He didn't lose, copious units there, but that's just
There you go.
hysterical.
I would have paid so
Yeah.
much coin to be at Texas Live last night.
Just, yeah, I mean,
That
see the
place
fit- the
was
looks on their faces.
swimming, just straight eel piss, bro. That was the looks on the faces of everybody watching the Mavs get
3-0.
crushed and the Stars break
Right.
or choke that lead is crazy.
3-0, and they choke it
At
and
home.
lose 4-3.
Game one.
Ooh, that's brutal. And it might not matter that the Avs defense blows. They might just fucking outscore every team they play. They look locked. They look good. We'll see. All right, Sharp Report, get that shit out of here. We got plays starting up here soon, chat. You guys have been begging us to go over some of these MLB guys. I'm going to alley-oop Jovan a couple games. He's going to give me a sentence on them if he has a play. Milwaukee, Kansas City, Joe Ross, Nats legend, against Brady Singer. And he plays in that game.
So good. Probably lean brew,
Okay.
but not doing enough yesterday.
Eileen Brew Crew as well. Joe Ross looked really fucking good in that last start. He's pretty consistent. Padres and Cubs. Shout out the Cubbies for that walk-off last night late. Not wasting their new stud pitcher's, great start last night after he gave up a late nuke. He's unbelievable. Although looking at the lines today, Cease up to -132 against Wisniewski. Jovan total down to 7.5. I like the under. What do you think?
Under. So in.
Yep.
I think
Under.
C's deals, Wesneski too. Like people haven't been too tapped in, but he's come back in a little limited role. He's been really good. So I'm down to back that, especially because he's a righty, not a lefty going against Padres.
Sure. Dubs. Miami Dodgers, Weathers against Stone, total at 9. I thought the total was honestly a little low in this game after what we've seen offensively in the last couple nights.
You don't see
I wouldn't be
much.
surprised if this game somehow, some way goes under.
I mean, it's what? They haven't really done much offensively. They put
Well,
up
they've been hitting
8.
they've
They
been
put up
hitting
8.
news.
Well, they put up 8 yesterday, but like for a majority of the game, they did nothing. Same with game 1. Like they had no runs for 5 innings of that game.
I mean, they hit 5 home runs in game 1.
Marlins
They had
helped
5
too,
innings.
but I'm just saying there's been lulls in the series.
There have, and I'm looking at Gavin Stone and Ryan Weathers with 4 ERAs and the lowest total of the series. That's an under to me.
Well, you know
last
why
night-
too? I'd be
yesterday
on.
7.5. Sorry.
Yeah, that was pretty low.
8.
7.5.
Right, shit.
Yeah. But I mean, if it wasn't daytime Dodgers, I would punch in Dodgers -1.5. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm not
Daytime
doing it.
Dodgers.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, let's just stay off that game. I do want to talk about Texas and Oakland here because they have a doubleheader, and this is important. If Lorenzen could pull out that win in game 1, Jovan,
Oh, I'm
I
praying.
really like the A's in
I'm
game 2.
praying, dude.
Right?
I want
You
to
with me
fade
here?
Bozo Lighter so badly, so I'm
Same.
praying.
I want to fade the living fuck out of Jack Leiter today, and I hate to say it. I'm not rooting against him. I'm sure he's a nice kid. He might not be though. I don't fucking know him. He could be a scumbag.
And
for all
your
I know.
cruise timer.
Cruise
And O'Neal
missile.
Cruz with a nuke. There you go, Charlie.
Hilliard, wake up, brother.
Oh, it wasn't a nuke. It was a 3-run double.
Oh my.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Jesus. Anyways,
Rats.
I really hope Lorenzen and the Rangers steal game 1 so that we can fade Jack Leiter and back Beto. Never heard of him. Don't give a shit. He will pitch better than Leiter in game
Pirates
2
legend.
at one time. Oh, that's the Beto. I like that
Yeah.
Beto.
Yeah, it's that Beto.
I like that Beto. He's got good stuff. Doesn't know where it's going, but he's got good enough stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I'm interested
All
to see,
right.
though. I know he kind of has reverse splits, but same thing that I talked about when I took that under in game 1 with Alex Wood on the bump. The Rangers are dog piss against lefties. So, like JP Sears, I could definitely see him having a legacy start. But
Yeah.
I don't know how much it changes with the reverse splits, but we'll kind of see. I would love Lorenzen to scratch it out because it'll be Beto money line for sure for me, as long as that bullpen doesn't get destroyed in game 1 for the A's.
Yep. And by the way, guys, me saying I hope the Rangers win game 1 does not mean I think they win game 1. I'm with you. I think that first game is going to be a nail biter. It's going to go under probably. It's going to be close. I think Lorenzen and JP Sears will both pitch okay. I just hope that the Rangers find a way to win game 1 so we can back the doubleheader home team system in game 2 after losing game 1 and fading Leiter, respectfully. Okay. Really like that angle, but wish we could involve it in the squad ride. I know we can't. It's tough. And I wanted to show you guys one more thing before we get to the squad ride here. We're going to do a quick one. I wanted to show you guys this first, though. Let's see. Yeah, worst thing I saw today from last night was our guy, Greg Amsinger, saying the words no-hitter 4 times before this game. Why don't you guys listen in? Have a listen and hear what our guy says.
You're already
unbelievable.
No-hitter alert. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, before he throws a single pitch tonight against the Marlins, we have a no-hitter alert.
Okay.
Enjoy what could be a no-hitter from Yamamoto.
You know Jazz swing your first pitch.
Right here on MLB Network for Harold.
He says it 4 times. He pulls up a graphic.
No-hitter alert.
There's a graphic.
Enjoy this game.
Has this guy never watched a
MLB
baseball
Network.
game before? This is Greg Amsinger, the seasoned vet who was fucking around last night.
As that guy.
And then what happens on the first pitch of the game, Trent? First pitch of the game.
After they took the first game 6-3 last night.
Nuke.
Yamamoto comes home and off we go. And the aggressive Marlins.
I mean, what a bozo.
Swing and a high fly ball and a home run for Jazz
He
Chisholm
awoke the baseball gods a minute before first pitch. Yeah, that happened last night. Isn't that crazy?
That's actually the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
He said the word no-hitter legitimately 4 times. I counted before we put it in the fucking outline for today. And he literally pulled out the no-hitter graphic they use when guys are throwing no-hitters before the game even started. What a fucking loser.
Crazy. For sure, Nuke Marlins score first.
If I was Yamamoto, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing saying stuff like that before I'm about to start my outing? That's absurd.
What are you doing, man? Especially with Jazz in LA coming up, man.
He must have had the ear fee. Maybe that's
Had
what it
to.
was.
Had
Because
to.
Jazz Chisholm, first pitch of the game, just obliterated a baseball. Hilarious. All right. Squad ride time. Let's hop in real quick, Goots. Run that shit. I want to see the train. Sure. W's. We got to make this one quick. Tempo and pace, ladies and gents. Let's lock the fuck in today. Jovan, what are we in love with on the slate?
I'd say out of the games that are going to be a little later, I like the Twins. I like, Trent's probably on Mariners. I like some of the overs in either the Rays game or the Yankees game. Those would probably be my late big 3.
Okay. I'm in on the Twins. I like that you said that first. That's the confidence I needed to hear, Jovan. Let's go Twins ML. I feel like we got to take the Rays in some capacity today.
Yeah, it's just how do we do it?
It sucks that they're at home. Or else I'd say let's take the -1.5.
I think.
Maybe it's team total.
I think he has a better start, but I don't know if I want to take Savali out of it, to be honest with you. Because he has a little bit of a home run problem. So even if he is really good for 4 or 5 innings, he's probably giving up a 3-run Turk.
Okay. Why don't we just take the over in that game then?
I think it's just the over. I know they've
In that
been,
game.
I guess, not printing overs, but they've been scoring more runs. But 8 to 8.5 in the Trop doesn't happen all that often.
I'm down for that over. White Sox, Tampa Bay, over 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Canucks.
Of course. The island play.
What's the island play?
On an island. Just like Bruins ML, game 1.
You like the Pacers or no?
Like, don't love.
I like that under as well, but don't love it. We've got Twins ML, White Sox, Rays, over 8.5, Canucks ML.
Yeah. So what? Give me
What about
your.
fading the Red Sox?
I wouldn't hate fading the Red Sox, but give me a pulse check on something in this Stros game, because I feel very good about Rodon getting blown up, but I also think the Yankees score. So the over was very close to making the sharp poor card. First play
I
out.
like the over, but we talked about why I'm not loving it. Just because it's a fucking Yankees game. We saw 1 million runs yesterday. Total is up to 9.5.
It's a big move.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like that over. I just got a weird feeling in my belly that shit's not going to hit.
Fair.
I don't think it's
Yes, Dance. If I had to pick a team to use it on, it would be the Astros.
Ooh. Can you guys have a squad ride prop? No, not today. I think we got to go Red Sox team total under 3.5. I think that's my favorite play right now.
Okay.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Don't get too excited. Okay. Well, I feel like you don't like that play. Let's pick something else.
I mean, I like it. The only reason why I'm not 100 on it is because they just had every opportunity in the world to score yesterday when I took them, and they scored 2 runs. Probably should have scored 7. So I feel like fading them after that. I always feel something in the plums doing that.
Okay. All right. Why don't we just do these 3 plays? Twins, Canucks, and the over in White Sox and Tampa. Keep it
Sure.
simple. Good with that?
Yep.
All right, chat. 3 plays, 3 winners. You got 2 minutes to lock in your vote. If you're watching on YouTube, that's great. Okay, W's. I respect your decision there on the YouTube gang. But come over to the fucking Twitch and lock in your vote, will ya? You got 3 options up here. The Twins ML, Canucks ML, and the over in the White Sox Rays. Hopefully the Rays carry that. I think they will. We got a Blaine Train resub as well. W Blaine Train, W Subby. Okay. Chat, 3 plays, 3 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your favorite play today. Please click the right button for the love of gods. Twins ML, Canucks ML, over in Tampa, Chicago. All right. RedTube votes Nux from Riley. W Riley.
People forget Riley also voted the Tigers over yesterday, which was the greatest play on the board. So Riley might be dialed in the chat.
He might be dialed, folks. B Money, did I not get back to you earlier today? I think I did. I think I responded back to you from the BTL Twitter account. If I did not, let me know. I will check it right after the show. We got a 5U whale coming in from Blaine TV. Let's fucking go, Blaine Train. Sure we can. Sure we can, Blaine. Love that. Guys, 1 minute left. Lock in your pick. We have the Surge stream right after this. Stick around. Do me a favor, guys. Pitch Trent a winner for today. He's looking sharp. He's dialed in. He needs to hear some W pitches, W sell jobs, maybe even a W new face today. Why not you? All right? One of you BTL goats who's in here every fucking day. How about you put the big boy pants on, step up, and pitch a play? All right? I want to see a W new face. Hopefully somebody from BTL chat that I know. And let's keep the fucking train moving and grip. All right. Surge stream starting up here in 1 minute. We got a little sweater here for the squad ride vote. Looks like that over is catching late steam here, Jovan. Okay. Ooh, the Canucks ML, late life. This one's going to be tight.
Creeping. It's
This one's going to be tight.
creeping.
Ooh,
Mage.
chats. 2 seconds. Who's it going to be? Is it the over in Tampa or the Canucks ML? I swear to God, if it ties, I'm going to be pissed. And it's the Canucks ML. Last second. We got a fishing for bets
Holy
resub as
Mage.
well. Let's fucking go fishing for bets. And it's
Mage.
Mage around the stretch. Canucks ML with some late life. I hope that late steam is sharp action, chat. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Nucks
be
ML
sharp.
going back to the ice. We're not fearing it after the shit 5U mini mag last night. We're going right back to the well on the ice where we dominate, having no fear, and responsibly betting the Nucks on the ML. All right, guys.
Let's go.
W's. Jovan, great work today. Stick around, guys, for the surge stream starting up right now. Okay, Trent's going to take you through the slate. Go up and pitch him a play, will ya? And hopefully this O shirt jinxes Goots' O's today, and the Nats steal another one. People forget we're over 500. All right, I'm not going to let you forget. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be seeing guys. Peace.